Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right 80. Shot.
Burrow from the gun. That throw finds Jamar Chase. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They get 23 on that one. And the Bengals have a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Counter give to Kamara. And he drives that throw backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's get set. Shot.
Another run for Kamara. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Gun.
Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. Into the red zone. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get in on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Keelan Robinson bringing this back. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, what? Get up.
Play fake. Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Dump off to his fullback. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He gets it to Fant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down throw for Jackson. Connects with Fant. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
On the move, headed right. He takes it himself, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On 2, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go, here we go. Behind.
Running behind center with Camaro. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Here's a give inside to Camaro. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Run.
They stay on the ground with Camaro. He's got it in the red zone. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals break the tie here in the first. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but you'll get explosive on the ground as well.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Looking right, and he finds him. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st down, here's Lamar. Has him running the comeback. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Lamar off the play fake. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
He's got it at the 6. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. A design run, Jackson keeping it. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Kamara gets it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. That.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. They are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 19-yard line.
Quick, ready?
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready, shot. Set out. Ready, ready. Ready, shot.
From the gun, Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now. They need 7.
You change it.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 3rd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Set up. Set up. Yo.
Jackson now on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So they're left with 4th down here. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his 1st of this game away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 42-yard line.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Got.
Burrow on the play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now a run with Henry. Breaks the tackle. down to the 34. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Another run for Henry. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Lamar out of the pistol. Finds his fullback. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive. Extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set now. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back way this game, but no results yet.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Now they send them back in motion right. Escapes trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. One drawn up here for Lamar. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Tyler Luke after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This a 39-yarder. Luke knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Henry on the counter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down, and they go right back to him. Crosses midfield, still going. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Second down, they're going to the option. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy that first down at the 30.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I get a little more bounce in my step when I see a fullback on the roster, and even more so I'm bouncing up here in the booth when they get to tote the rock. I love using a fullback at 3rd and inches. Don't let your quarterback run that sneak and get hit. Use your bruiser to do the damage.
Now run. This is Mitchell. Still has room inside the 15. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 24, Bengals 14.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Place hot.
This is Kamara. Blast through midfield. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Gun. Cut. 180. Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Give on second to Kamara. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's down...
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Forward. First call here coming from the shotgun. Jackson looking to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And off headed right, Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Has it downfield. It's Chase. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
I'm fine, ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
11, Thomas. 11, MT. 11. Here we go.
Burrow. That's complete to Gesicki outright. He's still going at the 30. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Kamara. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Guns.
Burrow setting to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Slot man motioned over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Drop this one down for Henry. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Sit on. 180. Sit on.
This one set up for Lamar. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
This is Henry on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They kick the running back in motion. Third and long for him here. On target to Moore. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 32.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
First down.
Steady.
Throwing out the design keeper. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Handoff down to the receiver. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
You want to talk about one position that really has morphed over the years? When you think of old school middle linebackers, the big physical guys that just stuffed holes, not anymore. These guys can run just about as well as anybody on the field. He showed it off creating that negative play.
And send a receiver left. Jackson now, third and long. That pass pulled in by Henry. He dodged the tackle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. It takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Let's get set. Side.
Running right, it's Camara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Off the play fake, Burrow. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Gun. Side. 180. Side.
Going play action here, Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
16 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Side.
Camara running out of the gun. Well, that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this third down play.
Here we go. Side.
Counter give to Camara. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them, but just flow to the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
Ooh, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far.
Here we go. Stop.
Desperation time here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Roquan Smith with the pick. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. This one left for Lamar. Lining up to take a knee on second down. A design run, Jackson keeping it. Setting up for the kneel down on third.
Finish it up.
Run drawn up here for Lamar. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Let's get set. 180. Legs up. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This one's sent up for Lamar.
Finish it! 180! Finish it!
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. that does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.